football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wisnowski to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. A good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 10.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And a Las Vegas first down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one to use check. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And that's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third and short.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. Intended for Raheem Mostert. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
11. 44, Mike, 44.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 29 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Carr. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Niners 16, Raiders 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Jalen Richard now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Watch the screen.
Throwing again. Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
13.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Conversion.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Score Niners 22, Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
To throw again. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Carr. Aguilar has it. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, 42 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that
on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Open man is Bourne. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5. Yard line, it's a sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. 44. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. That catch good for only a couple. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal.
Throwing now is Carr. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
For Darren Waller, incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
For the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory.
Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time.
Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Tyrell Williams, 30 yards. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
17-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. And this one too low.
Intended for number 82. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's going to be recovered.
Well, partner, here field, and they've got to go out and finish the game.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From midfield, here's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wall. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 7. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll find his running back here, Richard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try now for Carr. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Today's final score, Niners.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.